Hi guys, my name is Cassie Carrasco.
And I'm Will Heron.
Today we're going to be discussing the incident that happened at Barfly on Saturday night.
Did you hear about what happened at Barfly on Saturday night?
I did. It's devastating. I heard it was a 19-year-old that went in, right?
A 19-year-old shot a 22-year-old.
Okay, his name was Galvan and I believe RJ.
Galvan was the shooter, RJ was the receiver of the shooting.
Right. From what I understand, he went in for 45 minutes and came out.
That's what the surveillance tape said.
Right. I wonder if he was drinking while he went inside, and maybe that kind of had something to do with the shooting, or if they had some previous, problems. Yeah.
I had read online, which is probably not the greatest thing to source, but it was people commenting on the story that was posted about it.
Right.
And they were saying that they had problems with each other while they were in high school together. So maybe this is something that kind of came to a head, and then finally they just got angry. We're gonna go throw down, and instead of fighting, Galvan got scared because there was 4 guys
Against one.
Yeah, and so he just shot him.
Scared too.
But like, if I'm gonna fight you, I'm not gonna fight you and your 4 friends or 3 friends at that. I'm just gonna fight you.
Right.
So why would I go outside to fight with you? And then, did you hear that he had pot in his pocket?
No, I didn't. I didn't see that at all.
Okay, so let's say you're gonna like sell somebody some pot or weed or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Would you take 4 guys outside with you to sell it, or would you take 1 person to sell it?
I take 1, so nobody else would be witnesses.
How many times have you sold weed?
No,
Because it
not
kind of sounds
me.
okay.
I'm just saying that's the way I would think if I were to, be in that situation.
Okay, so then what happened?
I don't know. I think Galvan might have already had a reason to go. Maybe obviously they had to have previous issues, or there was something, because why would he go? He have a gun already, unless he's planning on shooting somebody else.
That's a good question.
If something happens. So I think maybe he went in to Barfly with the intent of shooting him.
Well, why would you bring your girlfriend?
Oh, I did see that he brought the girlfriend.
Yeah, why don't you bring her and then go outside and shoot the place up?
Yeah, that's crazy. Did the girlfriend see the shooting? Do you know?
No, she was inside. As soon as they started firing, the bartenders and the owners told us that they slammed the door shut and locked it. Mm-hmm. So no one could get in and no one could get out.
Leave.
Yeah, and what you saw like on the other video, those 2 guys chasing after the shooter, those are brave people. Because I don't think I would chase after a guy who just shot 2 people. I would probably run from the shooting person.
Right.
So to go after him like they did, that was pretty impressive.
Was it just people that were at Barfly that ran after him? Or?
Yeah, it was I don't know if they were undercover cops or they were like bouncers or bartenders. And
I thought it was cops that were called
off duty is what they were. They weren't on duty at the time.
Oh wow.
They just happened to be at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the right time.
Right. So, how long do you think he should be punished?
I think a life sentence is 25 years in Texas, so at least 25. He also shot the other guy who is in the hospital still, I believe.
He just got injured, yeah.
Right, so...
How old is that guy, do you know?
I think they're all around the same age in their 20s.
Right.
It seemed like they were. I don't have the ages in front of me or the exact statistics of them, but I do know that he was in critical condition. So he lives, hopefully, maybe tack on another 10 years.
Right.
Or, I don't know, do you think this was murder?
I think so. If he's going to go into the bar with a gun...
So like preconceived?
Yeah,
then
definitely.
That's like another charge. So you can bump it up to like capital murder, and then they can execute him.
I don't think they're going to execute him. I think a lot of people have been getting away with some ridiculous things lately, and he'll probably be another person that does. I'm sure he'll do some time, but he's not going to get executed, in my opinion. Do you think he will?
No, I agree with you there. I don't think that...
And especially since he's 19, they're going to give him...
You know what though? If I was Rogelio
Franco.
Yeah, if I was Roger Franco, I would be maybe wanting the death penalty for the gentleman who killed my child, who had so much promise and potential.
No, I know. I'm saying, of course the parents are going to want that, but I think...
Well, whose side are you on, the parent side or the victim side?
I mean, I'm on the parent side, but I think that he's going to get away with it. He'll do some time, but I don't think he's going to do as much time as he should.
Like real time?
Yeah, exactly. So do you think Barfly should be punished?
I think that the Barfly bouncers checked the ID, and it wasn't like they just flashed it to him because they looked at it, and he did study it for a second or two. How long are you supposed to check every ID? Maybe they should have had a machine that reads the scanner, and then that would have been a way to know that the ID was fake, unless the ID was good and would read through a scanner.
See, there's a lot of fake IDs that are good because I know some people who have had some fake IDs and they scan them and they pass and they show the person's name, age, obviously fake birthday, address. So I don't think Barfly should be responsible because there's a lot of bars in El Paso that have a bunch of underage people.
But if they would have prevented it from going in, the man wouldn't have been shot. Maybe the confrontation doesn't take place.
No, exactly, but...
What about checking out for a gun before he goes in?
Huh?
Don't you want to make sure that there don't be guns in the bars? That's legal too. That'll be another charge.
I think they should check them for guns, but the ID, they could get away with.
Pass.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think he could have definitely gotten away with that. And I guess cops do have training for it, but I've seen fake IDs and real IDs side by side and they look real. Even with the Really? I don't think so. From previous experience, I know when I've gone somewhere and I wasn't of age, I showed a cop a fake ID and they just let it. So either they didn't care or they didn't catch on to it.
I've had the opposite experience. I showed
Really?
a cop a fake ID and he goes, "This is fake." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's 100% real." And he goes, "Well, you can go to jail for showing me a fake ID, or I can take this ID and you can leave." And I chose the.
But were you going into a bar?
Into a bar. I was in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, see, I was going to like a block party here in El Paso.
Oh, that's like a festival.
And
that's
I showed it. Well, there were cops that were like in the beginning of the lines checking them to see,
okay.
you know.
And they had badges, like they were actual cops.
Yeah, they were dressed and everything, and they had them.
Oh.
You went through a bouncer, and then you went through the cops. So I either got lucky and they didn't care, or he just.
He's incompetent.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a pretty big.
We're looking for you, sir.
But EPPD. Oh, 6 minutes.
Okay, awesome.
All right, nailed it.
Boom.